Good morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Hello. Is anybody out there? Is anybody out there? Hello. Good morning, Seoul, Korea. Hi, Liz. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Vivian in DC. Good morning. Matt Hill. Morning, dude. Good to see you. Woo. Good. Hello. Hi, Mau Mau. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Freddie. Hi, Cora. Hi, Singapore. Hi, Gili Islands. Hi, Janet. Hi, June. So I don't know if I'm supposed to just keep going. We do this for like 10 minutes. Hi, Jen. Hi, Yumiko. Hi, Kelly. So, good morning. I meant to do this right away. I have to write my signs backwards, I know, because now it's backwards, but I want to be able to identify the video with this stuff. So here you go, yoga talk number 2. So there's a lot of subjects that I wanted to share with you and talk about, but hi Kristen, I've decided I'm gonna go slowly so that I don't use up all my knowledge or all my ideas in just a few videos, so I can sort of drag it out. So yesterday I talked about some routines and how intentionality is deeply satisfying. And so I want to build off of that. Yoga, the practice of yoga, always begins with an intention. Like the idea that all of us, started by saying, I want to try yoga, or I want to practice yoga, and there's the intention. And then whether you do or not, then the group gets smaller. Many people want to do it, and they don't. And what I've found for myself is that when I make an objective and say, like, I want to do this, and then I don't do it, I always feel like a little bad. Sometimes I feel a lot bad. So a part of what I have learned in the practice of yoga over all these years is that when I make simple intentions and then follow through with them, simple ones, then I feel more satisfied. And that satisfaction leads me to a better state of mind. And in yoga, we call that state of mind sattvik, the sattvic state of mind, or the yogic state of mind. And the practices I outlined yesterday were the simple things that I do when I wake up in the morning. And I wake up early enough, regardless of what I have to do that day, although these days our schedule's a little more malleable, let's say. But I set this time in the morning, and I do it every day. And I do it every day. I wake up and I do pranayama, and I meditate. And then I oil pull with coconut oil, which I discussed yesterday. And some of you wrote in with some great brands, some names of coconut oil that are good for oil pulling. So I'm going to create sort of like a list and links for everyone over the next few days or something, so that you can find those. So I get up and I do these practices, oil pulling, etc. And it, even just there, it usually takes somewhere it's within a half hour or within an hour maximum if I do everything. And the feeling is that, like, by 6:30 or 7 a.m., I already have a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. And it sounds like a small thing. But for me, I honestly have to say that sense of fulfillment so early in the day helps to eradicate a lot of this sort of self-critical, anxiety-prone mental states. And I gotta say, Hey, Lawrence. Hi, Mirna. I got to say that putting myself in that state is, it's so invaluable. And so I've learned that like when I don't do that stuff, I'm more prone to being self-critical or feeling crappy about myself or feeling anxious, like, haven't done anything good. So I do these practices that have clear value on their own, but then the experience of having done something leaves me feeling satisfied, and that leads me to this sattvic state of mind. So that was yesterday's talk, and the main takeaway was that intentionality is satisfying, deeply satisfying. So I encourage you to start with that, to work on whatever you want to do, but have some things in the morning that you set yourself up for. And you plan them the night before. You write them out and you say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And even like you make times. Like I set times. I get up at this minute. I do pranayama for these minutes. I do meditation for these minutes. I oil pull for these minutes. I, feed my cats for these minutes. I talk to my cats for a couple minutes, Anyway. Now, today's topic is the idea of alignment. So yesterday we had intentionality, and today is alignment, which is maybe a synonym for yoga itself. And so we could talk about alignment forever. But just to start it off, one of the ways that alignment was taught to me early in my yoga philosophy study days was the idea that alignment is knowing what you want. Like, what is alignment? Well, alignment is knowing what you want. So the question of what do you want is, we know, the world's worst question. It's like the most torturous question. Ask anyone when they're not prepared, what do you want? And basically any human goes like, oh, I don't know. So it isn't that when we say alignment is knowing what you want, as if we should know exactly what we want in all of life, but it's like, what do you want right now? So in the morning, I want a clear mind. You could have a really crazy day yesterday, go to bed, wake up, and you start again. Like, the beauty of the morning is that we're starting again. And this moment is to align with, what do I want now? I want a sattvic state of mind. I want a clear state of mind. I want to, let go of whatever was nagging or attacking me yesterday, and I want to align to something stronger, something more clear, something, even we could say, align with something higher, like the elevated state of our consciousness in our life. So alignment is knowing what you want. We start there. Now, one of the things that I use as a way to gauge what to do is I ask myself, like, what are the things that I can do now that will bring me closer to that state that I want, the state I want to be in, and do more of those things, given the time that we have. And the other question is, what are the things that take me further away from that state that I want to be in? Okay, so it's like doing more of the things that put me in this state that I want, that's my alignment, and doing less of the things that take me further away from that state that I want to be in. So it's sort of, more of this and less of this. Again, these concepts for me have often sounded very simple. And okay, sure, I'm going to do those things and not do those things, But that is, I think, the hardest thing on earth to do. That's like the whole yoga tradition sits right there in that. As an example, one of the things I've learned that does not work for me to put me in a better state is to wake up in the morning and to go onto my telephone, go onto my phone, to text and to message and to check things. that leads me further away from the state I want to be in. So I have to be very disciplined. I borrow the word from somebody else. I have to be ruthless with not following those things, such as going on my phone early in the morning, or checking stuff, or trying to catch up with stuff, all this kind of catching up stuff. I have to be ruthless and not do that. My mind goes, oh my God, I gotta do all this stuff. I have to stop and put a gap in the beginning of the day, and to give me this moment to cultivate the landscape of my mind, to cultivate the landscape. That's the alignment. I want this alignment, this mind space of clarity, of sattva. And so I know that, then I have to be ruthless and cut stuff out. On that note, it's funny because now we're in this world where the only way we can kind of interact is online. And so one of the books that has helped me tremendously is this one, which is called Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. Digital Minimalism. And he's a professor in the States, young guy. Super simple, well-written, awesome, lots of evidence-based studies to show you. Yeah, Cassie, you want to be sattvic? Me too. Using the telephone wisely. Like even now that I'm on Instagram all the time, wow, from 0 to 100, I have been doing my best to like not check anything else. Just do my work, do my practices with you guys, deliver whatever kind of value I think maybe is there for you guys, and then step out and be in reading or be in a space where I'm disconnected. I want to connect fully, like now, and disconnect fully. So I go some hours every day with no phone. Doing some hours every day with no phone. Like the last thing I want to do, which I used to do, was find myself checking my phone, let's say, every 15, 20 minutes. Or sometimes every 5 minutes. So I've cut that up. And I make windows where I use my phone, and now my work is on my phone. So I have work hours, which is the schedule of classes like we are in just now. So you have to align yourself with what you want, and you can choose a state of mind as what you want, which is kind of a pretty basic and quality want or desire, is a good state of mind. And we could say that's a way of defining yoga or philosophy, etc. Having the alignment to what you want, and then discovering what are the things that move you closer to that, do more of them. Figuring out what things move you further from that, do less of them. And you channel into this place we call the path, the practice or whatever. And we could say that which you're doing more of, abhyasa, that which you're doing less of, vairagya, letting go. So the dedication to this, I find, has to be ferocious, especially because if you're anxious, if you have a kind of an anxious state of mind that's normal or depressive or any of these sort of offshoots of our normal state, I have to really ward them off and put guardrails up and be clear. Knowing what you want, terrible question. Alignment is knowing what you want and being a disciple into that. But knowing what you want is basically, it's a difficult task. And one of the reasons I feel that it is challenging for us is that we try to think what we want. And what it seems to be is that our deep, authentic wants and desires are not stored in the mind. They're not stored in the brain. I mean, we can work on them and then maybe try to remember them, but it is not in the mind, the thinking mind, taking in information, figuring stuff out, communicating. That's like the computer. Where our deeper truths lie are in the heart. And so in order to become more connected to that deeper space, we use the practices, right? We use the practices. So asana certainly helps. Cultivating a firmness in the body-mind, cultivating a strength and a confidence in the body-mind, severing our connection and our attachments to comfort. This is all part of asana. Shearing away the attachment to comfort, and becoming, comfortable in discomfort. Wow, that's a big one. That's all achieved in asana in a very deep way. And hi, Joing. Hi, Melbourne. So we want to make small steps back into ourselves at a deeper level, like to go beyond the mind, deeper than, and then I'm going to suggest going deeper than our muscles, because we definitely connect to our willpower through our muscles, and we connect to our confidence and our power and our agency through asana in that way. It's amazing. Hi, Christina. Hi, Bonnie. So the next stage for me is pranayama. And pranayama is a subtle body practice. And so we go from the asana, which it creates a very strong connection between the body and the mind. It does. Especially when you're doing like more alignment-based with clarity and precision and detail into the positionings of the body. The mind and the body, they're like, it is undeniably potent. Now, pranayama it allows us to release deeper than the muscles, release deeper than the outer form into the prana, the energy, this deeper source of power, this energy. And hi, Sally in Vancouver. So I wanted to show you just a really simple intro to pranayama. And it might be a little difficult here because I have to show you how to sit. So the way I've learned it is by beginning pranayama lying down. And that's been incredibly helpful. To recline and to relax. You let the body completely go, and then you connect to the flow of the breath. So I use 3 blankets. Okay, here's a yoga blanket. And you hold the long edge and you fold it one time. I have to go here. You fold the blanket one time forward, one time back, and again back, or back, forward, back, like that. I'll do it again. So it's like a accordion. It goes like forward and back, okay? And we do that with 2 blankets, and they stack them on top of each other. Now, you turn the blankets, and you make the blankets so that one is forward and one is back slightly, so you have like a little step for your lower back. Now, when you lie down on this blanket, you want a pillow for your head. So I take a blanket and I fold it in half, or you can fold it in half like a pillow, or you can fold it in half twice like that, so it's a little thicker. So you make like a pillow blanket for your head. Now, when you lie down with your head on the pillow, the spine on the blankets, and y'all need to buy yoga blankets. Okay. And when you lie down, the spine is on the blankets, and the pelvis is on the floor, and the lower back is on the stepped blanket. So I'll show you a couple times. So you lie down, you sit down, put your pelvis on the floor, lower back here, and you go back. I'm going to move this. Okay, now, when you lie back, pelvis on the floor, you move your buttock down,
and the lower back rests on the blankets, and then you take the head, and your head goes on the pillow. I'm going to figure out how to film this better next time. Now I use my hands and I move my buttock down so that the lower back's nice and comfortable, and the arms are to the side, and you move the shoulders under so the chest is open, and the arms go by the side. The head relax on the pillow. Now, in this position, see how the rib cage is very open and the abdomen is releasing. So now lying like this, I do 2 sets of pranayama, 1 inhaling, filling the lungs from bottom to top. So what I do is I set my timer for 5 minutes. I rest for a minute once I lie down. And then I inhale, slow, deep inhalations, ujjayi inhalations, all the way up. And then I exhale, relax completely. Again, I inhale slowly, deeply, all the way completely to the top. Then I exhale normally. So the inhale is the deep and profound part. The exhale is just natural, just let it go. So you're only focusing on the inhale, as slow and as deep as you can. Then I do that 5 minutes. When the alarm goes off, I relax for a minute. Then I set the alarm for another 5 minutes. And what I do is I do a normal inhale, just real normal. And then I exhale and I release the abdomen down from the bottom of the ribs. And I release the abdomen down, 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 down. Exhaling, 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 exhaling. And then a normal inhale, normal exhale. So you take a normal breath between. No, it doesn't need to be intense. Then I inhale deeply to the top. And then I pause and begin exhaling from the abdomen. Exhale, exhale here, exhaling here, exhaling here. So the ribs and the lungs stay very open, but the abdomen descends and releases. So I begin with the inhale, filling the lungs from bottom to top for 5 minutes, letting the exhale be normal. Then I do 5 minutes of normal full inhale, and then a slow, deep exhale, releasing the abdomen, exhaling all the way out. Okay, so hang on a second here. Okay, here we are. We're back here. So I don't count the breath. All I do is a slow, deep inhalation. Exhale normal. Slow, deep inhalation. Exhale normal. After 5 minutes, timer goes off and I switch. Then I do a full inhale and I go slow, deep exhalation. Inhale normal. Slow, profound exhalation to the bottom. Now, so you do 5 minutes of that, 5 minutes of that, and that's already like a big leap from not doing pranayama to doing those 2 each morning. You'll see lots of benefit. I'm sure of it. It's so calming and steadying to the flow of the mind and the emotions and stuff like that. And so the inhalation, that's simple, ujjayi inhalation, and the exhalation is simple. It's ujjayi exhalation. Those are the slow, deep, and profound breaths. And all you're doing is dividing the inhale and the exhale to 2 different exercises. So, hello Canada. Hi Janet. So those are the ujjayi inhale and ujjayi exhale in a reclining position to start with. So what I'll do is, further in the week, I'll do a little short practice with you and I'll talk you through it to give you more ideas on how to do it. But start that now in the mornings, just 5 minutes, and that's it. And you can write me back and tell me how it goes. The whole talk today was about alignment, and the point of alignment is knowing what you want. And of course, we don't know what we want. That's a painful question.
And so what we do is we go, what do I want now? And in the morning, we want a sattvic mind, a yogic mind. And so we align to a yogic mind through practices. And we do the things that move us closer to that. And we learn how to be more disciplined, or I say ruthless, with doing less of the things that move you away from that way of being that we want. So these are the tenets of the yoga practice. Hi from Dallas. Taught with hot 20 years ago. Woo! So you guys can write me questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. I'm taking a window, office hours, I'm calling it, office hours, where I'm answering all the questions I'm getting on Instagram as best I can. And so if you write me, I'll write you back. The book recommendation of today, I'll do some book recommendations, is Digital Minimalism by Cal Newport. Digital minimalism. And that's one way to ward off the distractions from our practice, which means the distractions from our state of mind, to be sharp and clear, especially when it's so chaotic with the news and everything. So, Argentina, hello. So, I hope that this has been helpful. And the questions on Instagram I can answer. So if what I'm teaching is not clear yet, you check that out, okay? And a little shot of our axes, Mount Kailash, the axes of the cosmic universe. I hope that these 2 breathing exercises, and I implore you to give it a go, to actually move the needle, not just hear things, static traction or whatever, where you think things but you don't do them. Try it out, and then tell me how it goes. I will continue these little talks as long as you guys are here. If I go on here and no one's there, then I won't do them. But as long as you're here, I'm going to keep doing this, and I have more books to recommend and more things to talk about. Okay, so now I'm moving into a level 2 from 10:30 to 11:30, and a level 3 at 11:30 to 12:30. So Jen, you get all the CET credits. Yes, you have all the credits. I don't think you need any more, but yes. So here we go. Hi, Vivian. So here we go. I will go to my mat and get ready to rock the practice. We're doing inversions. We're doing the Saturday morning practice, as we know. Okay, so I hope everyone's good, and I see you soon. Bye, Chris. I see you. Bye.